Yo, what's good, people? It's RFG back at it today. Just here to go over this situation where people are proclaiming the planet Saturn to be changing colors. A lot of people requested me to, touch on this topic. Um, all I have to say is this is evidence. This is scientific and forensic evidence that the dimensional split that I've been talking about for a very long time now is going to be occurring, like I said, in the next 4 to 5 years, anywhere from 2020 to 2021. Okay, let me explain. When we're talking about this dimensional split, okay, let me show you this picture right here. When we're talking about this dimensional split, we're talking about this universe splitting, okay? 3D staying in 3D and 5D moving in its own direction, okay? We have God DNA inside of us, and then we have the junk animal DNA inside of us, okay? If we are in tune with our lower six chakras and our animal junk DNA, you know what I'm saying? And we're involved in everything the media wants us to be involved in. This is where we're going to stay behind in 2020. 3D Earth, 3D, okay? While everybody who got in tune with their spirituality and lived their life truly righteous, okay, and ate what what we were supposed to eat, kept their mind, body, and spirit clean, those individuals are going to be part of 5D. In your Bible, it says that there will be a new heaven and a new earth. Let me repeat, a new heaven and a new earth, which means that we have both 3D, 4D, and 5D intertwined in our DNA as we speak, okay? During this dimensional split, either your higher self is going to be activated or you're going to stay behind. Period. And just to prove what I'm telling you, okay, let's look at this right here. This is something called cell division, if I'm not mistaken. In your body, when your body wants to renew its cells and wants to keep a strong, healthy body, it has to keep the cells in your body dividing. Okay? Your old cells have to produce new cells for your body to stay active and to stay healthy. Okay, so this is the cell division process. Okay, this right here on the bottom is the old cell with the old DNA. Okay, this is the new cell. This is just like the dimensional split, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, it is nothing more than a giant cell division process. Okay, look, you can see different pictures right here. I tell people all the time, the universe is nothing but a giant organism. It's nothing but a giant organism. Okay, you can see multiple pictures of this cell division process. This cell division process is the same thing as the dimensional split. Same damn thing. Okay, so when we talk about this dimensional split and Saturn changing colors, don't people change colors when they start to get sick? When you start to get sick, you see, when somebody starts to get sick, you see what I'm saying? That means that their body wants something out of it. Their cells in their body are trying to kick something out of their body. So your face starts to change colors. Same thing is happening with Saturn. Okay? A lot of people are going to be stuck in the Saturnian matrix. They're going to be stuck with Saturn, with their god El. Okay, it's like I said, this isn't a game. It isn't a joke. If for everybody who thinks this is just hocus pocus nonsense, I feel very, very bad for you. Very bad. Okay, the global elite do not have underground cities for no reason. Okay, I want everybody to look up the cell division process. And just to think of it this way, we can look at this whole universe as God's cell. And if God is all knowing and all powerful and ever expanding, why would this universe stay stagnant? Why would this universe stay complacent? Okay, we have a growing creator. We have a growing God who seeks to expand its knowledge and its presence. So if it wants to expand its knowledge and its presence, it's going to have to keep growing and get bigger and bigger. And, you know, the first step of it accomplishing that mission is for it to expand itself through cell division, which is dimensions and universes splitting away from each other. Okay, plain and simple. Plain and simple. And, you know, this is really going to blow some people away right here. Okay, I'm getting a lot of people saying that what I preach is pseudoscience. And it's funny, they like to call it spookism. It seems like anybody who doesn't understand the science of the dimensional split or doesn't understand how the universe operates, they automatically, you know, cast it out, say it's bullshit, and call it spookism. Spookism and pseudoscience. Well, you know, I told a couple of individuals back in summer of 2015 that gravity doesn't exist. All that exists is magnetism, density and magnetism, and that's it. And this video is getting ready to prove that right now.
His name is Ovaku, is an African shaman, and here we can see him preparing himself for a levitation. This will take place as soon as darkness begins to fall. The images which this film has recorded are scarcely to be credited. There are no hidden supports or pulleys to be seen. In spite of this, Ovaku actually rises off the ground, and it seems as though he is floating on a cushion of air. The German commentator cannot believe his eyes. There is no question that this is a trick or an illusion, and he's absolutely convinced that he's witnessing a miraculous event, and that the film is incontrovertible proof that levitation is indeed possible.
No pulleys behind the head, no pulleys. If he had pulleys connected to his gown, you would see his gown being pulled up. There's no signs of his gown being pulled up by a rope device of any kind.
Which this shaman is able to take advantage of? The shaman's breathing has become unusually fast, and his face is contorted with the effort of the undertaking. Could the technique which we are witnessing here be the very same technique which is said to be practiced in India and in Tibet?
He's about to raise up again. Is that pseudoscience, people? Is that spookism?
Ovaku then suddenly drops back down to the ground like a stone. It seems as though the very same field of force which appeared to hold him up in the air has now been totally used up. The shaman is completely exhausted.
Okay, now we're going to go back to the first part where this man levitated.
The German commentator cannot believe his eyes. There is no question.
Now, if he is faking this, he's about 1 to 2 feet off the ground right here. If this guy is faking this
is a trick.
Where is the sign of the pulley devices on his back? if he's being pulled up by something, you know what I'm saying? You would see the top back piece of that shirt, that gown, being pulled up like an anchor, like it was being anchored by something. Okay? We don't see that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is real levitation. This individual used the power of his aura, okay, to match Earth's polarity. Earth's surface has a polarity charge. This man tapped into his aura, okay, so strongly that his polarity matched the same polarity the Earth is putting out. So, like I've been saying, when you match a negative polarity with the other negative polarity, you're going to get a repellent. Same thing is if you match a positive polarity to another positive polarity. You're going to get a repellent, which is exactly what happened. This guy's feet, this guy's aura matched the same polarity as the Earth, and he levitated and defied what our government calls gravity in plain sight. Okay, that is the first step to Merkaba activation. Like I've been saying, man, we better wake up, because you got a whole bunch of agents and deceivers and con artists and deception artists on YouTube who call that pseudoscience and call that spookism. Okay, we love to throw shade and to throw names at things that we don't understand, just because we're too lazy. We're too lazy to study, to get off our asses and really put in some real work and study. And this is another thing that's going to burst a lot of people's bubbles. The original name for North America was Turtle Island. Turtle Island. Okay? Now, a lot of scientists, have been noticing that when they go up, in a jet or, some kind of plane or a rocket, they notice that the continent of North America looks like somewhat of a turtle. And they were, just confused putting the pieces together of how did the original natives in North America know? How did they know that North America looks like a turtle from space view, from aerial view? Ladies and gentlemen, if our ancestors never had the technology of space flight or to travel through the air, how did they know that North America looks like a turtle from aerial view? And let me get this straight. Let me get this straight. To see the whole continent of North America at once, you have to be outside of the Earth's atmosphere. You have to be in space, in the first region of space. Okay? So that means our ancestors had power of space travel before NASA, and they knew that North America had the same appearance as a damn turtle from space orbit, from space view. Just simple common sense. Simple common sense. Okay? Not rocket science, just plain and simple common sense. And it's very sad because, like I said, at this point, if you don't get the message and you've been following me for the whole year, something bad is going on. Either you're in denial because of pride and ego, or you may be an agent. One of the two. Okay, my mission is to get as many people as possible on this 5D side. On this 5D side. During the dimensional split, which is nothing, okay, which is nothing but a cell split. One of the cells of God dividing. Each universe is one of God's cells. Okay? God has to keep expanding. God has to keep expanding her consciousness. Okay, because we have an all-powerful, all-knowing God, and it can't do that if it stays stagnant and complacent like that. It has to move and expand and divide and explore, just like we do on this planet. As above, so below, the Creator does on a very, very higher dimensional existence. Okay, I hope I could help a lot of people with that information and just explain what this whole situation means. When Saturn is changing colors like this, like I said, we change colors when we get sick. Humans change colors when they get sick. You're going to see a lot of planets change colors during this dimensional split. As above, so below. Okay? If you eat the proper foods, if you drink the proper water, which should be, this is another thing we have to know. The water we should be drinking should be natural alkaline water. When you go to the store or any convenience store and you see a bottle of water, just because it says alkaline does not mean it's good, because this government is putting artificial chemicals in the water to make it quote unquote alkaline. So make sure your water says natural spring water with a natural pH, or natural artesian water with a natural pH, or distilled water. If your water says alkaline and you look on the back of it and you see sodium bicarbonate, all this ate, anything with an ATE or an ITE at the end is an artificial chemical. So like I said, you want to see on the ingredients, you want to see natural spring water or natural artesian water, so you know it has a natural pH. Okay, otherwise, your water is either going to be fluoridated or it's going to be enhanced with artificial cancer-causing ingredients. Okay, I just thought I'd share that because that is very, very important information. My next video is definitely going to be on the real history of Turtle Island and the continent of North America. Okay? This information I got on this next lecture is going to blow people away. It's going to blow your socks off. I guarantee it. Because we have been lied to on a very, very massive scale. And this is basically going to rip a hole in modern day science's theories. Okay, this whole North America continent is way more important than what we've been told. So like I said, that's going to be the topic of my next lecture. I appreciate everybody who supported RFG movement and Atlantean movement. If you want to share this video, go ahead and share it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. It's the Chosen One Man. I'm out.